Welcome back everyone, I'm Cappy Games, this is Fallout 4, welcome back to Nuka World where it's horrible, wet, dark and rainy. So let's get out of here, because we have just finished taking over Safari Adventure. We've killed all the gator claws. They were invented before the war, which is strange, so I think gator claws predate death claws. Although the provenance of death claws has always been a bit strange. The Fallout lore cannot decide whether or not they are mutated animals that happened after the war, or whether they were made before the war. The gator claws we just wiped out in there were certainly pre-war. So we met Tarzan and his gorilla brother didn't help us at all in taking down the gator claws because they're companions, and companions are absolutely useless. So now we're going back to Fishtop Grill because we have quite a few things to do. We have completed all the fetch quests. We found all the hidden cappies, found all the park medallions, so we're going to go and collect our prizes from those. And of course, we need to prepare to betray all the raider gangs. Because I'm not going for the bad guys ending, where we end up launching raids from the new, improved and fully raider kitted out Nuka World into the Commonwealth. Right, let's just run back. I think we got far enough away from Safari Adventure to unload the cell. And as soon as you unload the cell, it's like, nope, you need to go and get your prize. So let's go and get our prize. That's not a prize, that's a glowing mirelurk. Naughty. Right, let's get our prize. That's Dry Rock Gulch. I put a lot of work into gaining these settlements and making everybody happy in the Commonwealth. I don't particularly want to raid these settlements, kill everyone, and take over with these a-holes, so we're not going to do that.
Run with us, boss.
We're going to betray these a-holes, and we are going to kill them all. And that is called Open Season. What we have to do is, we've been tasked with killing all the leaders. Mags and William are the joint leaders of the operators, but it's not as easy as just stealth killing them and then everyone else goes away. That's not how this was coded. You have to kill every single raider in this entire amusement park, and it's a whole thing. So we will definitely be wearing the Exo 1 armor we picked up here. I think it provides more protection than our Silver Shroud gear. Maybe it doesn't. We'll check that when we get back to Fishtop Grill. And here we are, back home. I'm not going to speak to you, Mr. Gage. I'm going upstairs first. In fact, while he's here, let's just speak to him. Hi. Gage.
Well, I'll be damned. You actually did.
Shut up, dog mate.
Nuka World is ours. All of it.
Yep.
I was just doing what I do best.
Hey, if I didn't think you had it in you, I wouldn't have put my neck on the line. But still, you've just got to understand, we ain't ever been on ground this solid before. Now that we're here, let's keep this party going. I'm thinking it's time we set our sights on the Commonwealth.
How about you let me decide what we're doing next?
Of course, it's your call. I'm just trying to offer some advice here. Taking back Nuka World is a big friggin' deal, no question. But it can't be the end of things. Needs to be a beginning. These bunch of savages need a goal, something to focus on. If they ain't got it, they'll wind up turning on each other. In an operation this big, we're gonna need more of, well, everything. Nobody's gonna hand it to us. We need to take it. Commonwealth has a ton of shitty little settlements that could be put to better use. Don't you think?
No.
Sounds like you've had this plan from the beginning.
The ideas crossed my mind, sure. But I'm just making suggestions here. You're the one that needs to give the go-ahead. We don't gotta rush into this headlong. We take it slow. Be smart about it. If we're aiming to grab a piece of the Commonwealth, it's going to take the right contacts and a lot of muscle. Right? I say we go have ourselves a chat with Shank. He's the point man for everything entering and leaving Nuka World. He floated this idea before. Been itching to talk to you ever since you took over. So I bet he's got a good idea of where to start. He's in charge of the caravan, so odds are you can find him somewhere near the marketplace.
Yeah, we met him before, and he didn't speak to us, so he hasn't really been itching to talk to us at all. He's been waiting for this stage of the quest.
You trust this Shank guy?
You ought to know by now. I don't trust anyone. But Shank's on the level. I got no reason to think he'd screw us. Especially if he stands to profit as much as anyone.
If you're vouching for this Shank guy, that sounds good enough to me.
Yeah, sure. How else do you think he ended up at the top of my Christmas list? Just head over and talk to the guy. He'll back up what I'm saying about the Commonwealth. And while you're doing that, I've already got the gangs working on getting Nuka World's power plant up and running. It's about time we shed some real light around here and let people know we mean serious business. Oh, and if you want my advice, or if you want me to tag along, you've got it.
Alright, Grand Tour done. And we're not going to be doing Home Sweet Home, because that involves us going to the Commonwealth and attacking one of my own settlements. And I ain't going to do that. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of this and this. Keep all this. Where is Nira? Let's try and find Nira, the annoying robot that's all broken. Usually just walking in circles around outside of the market. Nira? Well, that's the pack. Here we go. You, come here. Come here.
Hi there! If you have any questions about Nuka World, I'd be delighted to answer them. And remember, if you collect a full set of park medallions, I'll give you a special reward.
We've got all the medallions. I have them all. There we are then.
I've got a full set of park medallions.
So you do! Why, that's just Nuka-tastic! Here's your special reward. What else would you like to know?
I'm not quite sure what it just gave us. Nothing. Let's get out of here.
No questions for now.
In that case, thanks for error. System malfunction.
You're still here? Get the hell out of my face, you miserable, dung-sniffing dirt scratcher!
System restored. Have a great day!
Watch yourself. The pack sticks together.
Right. I think all we got from that was a big load of Nuka-Cola. Not the best of prizes. Yeah, we got all this Nuka-Cola stuff. I mean, the dark's pretty good. Strength and endurance. -2 perception. All that busy work for all that, huh? Terrible. Yep, that was literally the only prize we got, was a little bit of XP and 3 bottles of Nuka-Cola. Let's hope that Sierra has something better for us for all the Cappies.
I found all of the hidden Cappies. Each one had a letter.
Great. Let me take a look at these letters. Well, anyone who stared at Nuka-Cola merchandise as long as I have would get this one pretty fast. The letters definitely spell refreshing. It's simpler than I was expecting.
It's an amusement park, lady. It's not supposed to be mastermind.
Well, of course it's simple. The contest was meant for kids.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I guess sometimes I take all of this Nuka-Cola stuff so seriously. This door should lead to Brad Burton's office, but it's locked up tight. The keypad is the only way to open it. I guess we just need to key in the 10 numbers that correspond to the word refreshing. You did all the work looking for the hidden Cappies, so you should be the one who gets to enter the code.
Alrighty then, let's do this thing.
That's it! The door's unlocked! Let's go inside.
After you, Sierra. After you. I'm going to have me some food. And a Nuka-Cola. Because I think she would appreciate that. Right, let's do this.
Carefully. I'm willing to bet this place.
How about over the lips,
Formula would
over
be
the
hidden
gums?
somewhere.
Look out, Tommy, here
No
it
way
comes!
Brad Burton will leave it out in the open.
No!
Shut up. all the flavours. What's this? Well, we made it into the office. So far, ain't nothing here.
Wow, this is amazing.
What have you found? Lots of Nuka-Cola. Can't shut these up.
Wish I could have
Don't I
been
like
here
the little
before
cartoon?
war. You know, just to see what it was like.
What have we got here? Ah, a safe. There's a recipe for Nuka-Cola in here?
That's it.
No, but ammo was, so we'll take that. Ah. He had a meeting with the general. So let's listen into this. That's the wrong one.
This is Corporal Downey. As far as I know.
Here we are.
Look, Brad Burton, I didn't fly down from DC to get jerked around. You either sign off on Project Cobalt or I can walk right out that door.
This isn't like deciding what color bottle to pick for our next flavor, General. You're asking me to take my laboratories and my beverage years and basically turn them over to your team. I need assurances that my people and my facilities are going to be treated with the respect that they deserve.
You and I both know that's a load of horse shit. Stop treating me like one of your soft drink competitors. I'm here representing the U.S. military. I already told you you'd be well compensated. Now cut the crap and tell me what you're really after.
Fine. I want in on the military's LeapX program.
What? How the hell did you know about that?
Let's just say you're not the only one in this room that can throw his weight around in Washington, General.
This is like
I've been following the program ever since its inception, and I have to say that I'm impressed. The ability to keep a human in a state of veritable immortality using a machine. Now that's something that I didn't expect from the military. Look, you want me to agree to this proposal, then get me on the LeapX list, and I'll sign whatever you want.
I always knew you were a greedy son of a bitch, John. But the last thing I expected to hear is that you were afraid of death. If you know so much about LeapX, then you know it's in its infancy, and there are a lot of kinks to be worked out. It isn't as easy as throwing a switch and suddenly you can live forever.
Stop trying to talk me out of it.
The war. You know,
We both know the enemy is developing chemical and biological weapons, and that my beverageers are the top organic chemists in the world. Our countries are in a race where no one comes in second, General. So you need to ask yourself, can you really afford to stand here and say no?
You had this all figured out before I even arrived, didn't you? Okay, fine. You want in on the LeapX program, you got yourself a deal. You know, maybe immortality is what's best for you, Brad Burton. Be a goddamn shame to let that ego go to waste.
Okay. Does that mean he's now a robo-brain? Which might mean he's still actually alive.
I'm really here.
Let's have a look at this flyer. Hey, look, it actually tells you where you can find them. I'm sure that she gave us one of these as well. We'll take that. Apparently there's a bottle of Nuka-Cola Clear on this desk, but it's so clear, I can't see it. Okay, it's not a bottle of Nuka-Cola Clear. It's a holotape.
In regards to Nuka-Cola Clear production, I think it's obvious that we need to take a step back and examine the facts. Project Cobalt dropped quantum in our labs, so I think it's best we leverage its potential popularity before someone else beats us to market. Additionally, installing the equipment to produce both flavors would cost us a pretty penny, and I'd rather use the funds to promote quantum. We also have our lemon lime flavor debuting soon, and need to work out how to market two clear-colored flavors simultaneously. With all these factors taken into account, I have no choice but to hold off Nuka-Cola Clear production for at least the next 2 fiscal years.
Right, we didn't learn anything there, other than the Project Cobalt was responsible for Nuka-Cola Quantum. That's weird. So it wasn't the drinks manufacturer that came up with that. It was the military. Let's have a look at his personal terminals. Oh, quite a lot. Outgoing mail. To Miles Mangrove, Vault Tech Special Projects Division. Oh, here we go. Just wanted to reach out and say thank you for the work you've done on my private sanctuary. With the installation of the control switch, work is finally complete. Amusing anecdote to share about the final day. The engineers needed to know where to place the access switch. Obviously, I wanted it concealed, but where? Then the answer came to me. It should be placed near my greatest creation, the very reason for my success. I think we both agree it was an inspired choice. Thanks for everything, Giles. The money has been wired to your account. So that's obviously a clue. Incoming mail. From Peyton Huxley, Executive Assistant. Sir, I've cleared your schedule as you requested for the latter half of the entire year. I can assure you this was no small feat. Also, your medical records have been transferred to Braxton's team and all of the backup copies destroyed. I hope you know what you're doing, sir. If you go through with this process, you will never be able to speak in public again. We can certainly work around that, but your presence has been the driving force behind the Nuka-Cola Corporation since the beginning, and I think it will be a great loss if that were to change. So people obviously know he's going for this conversion thing. More outgoing mail. To Peyton Huxley. I've considered your proposal for shutting down the Galactic Zone to overhaul the Star Control mainframe and its robots, and I have to say I am taken aback by the suggestion. If there's one thing I've taught you, is that no matter how tough things get, we never give up. Tell the manager over there he'll just have to hunker down and make do with what he has. I've poured billions into that park, and I'm not about to watch it trickle away by closing the gates. As far as disarming the robots in the park, that's also a no. If things go south at Nuka World, that force of robots is the only protection we have. Cooperating with Robco was the only way I could get that type of weaponry allowed outside of the military base, so suck it up and get whatever his name's ass moving over there to fix the problem. Okay, so he knows that the robots were military and he wanted them because I think he wanted the robots in Galactic Zone to patrol all of Nuka World. Interesting. Incoming mail from LB Shelton, Security Department. Sir, I've done as you requested and informed all security personnel about our problems with the AFAD group. We're doing the best we can to keep them as far away from Safari Adventure as possible, but we're understaffed. I need every man and woman I can get, but you've assigned 12 of my people to Project Cobalt and have yet to replace them. Any help is appreciated, sir. Have a wonderful day. Outgoing mail to Peyton Huxley. I've started reviewing the hidden Cappy Contest details and I had a question. So I actually have to receive the contest winners in my office in person? If so, have you considered how Project Cobalt could affect that idea? I'll do it for now, but we'll have to revisit the issue once my transfer is complete. Anyway, I promise to you I will submit the rest of my comments and changes this week. I've been too preoccupied with Project Cobalt, and I've definitely put it off for too long. Don't worry, Peyton, if I take any longer, just tell the marketing team to come after me with the torches and the pitchforks. So yeah, he's worried about meeting people as whatever he turns into. Incoming mail from Kate Leavitt, Beverage Division. Sir, I appreciate your enthusiasm over the quantum beverage idea, but I really think we should run more tests before we just send it out to market. The isotope we're using is strontium-90, which is extremely radioactive. It's perfect for the military's applications, but even with Rex's purification distillation process, it can be dangerous. Now look, I know that the bright blue bottles will look wonderful on store shelves, and we stand to make a lot of money with this product, but think of the long-term effects it can have. We already know it causes the imbiber's urine to glow. How else others in the Beverageer lab find that amusing, I find something like that coming out of my body disturbing. I have a battery of tests I'd like to perform before we release the product to Washington. All I ask is a 6 to 8 month delay. I await your answer. I think you know what this answer is going to be. Outgoing mail to Peyton Huxley. Absolutely loved the Nuka condolences fruit and cheese baskets you sent out to the families of our early prototype quantum flavour testers. Great idea. I think I loved the fine print of the health damage waiver you had them sign before they joined up even more. Saved us billions, I suspect. You're at the top of your game, Peyton, and maybe someday you'll be sitting in the big chair. For now, enjoy that shiny new quantum blue Corvega you find parked in your driveway this morning. You earned it. Okay, so quantum is something to do with the military. And what I spotted here is a switch. And that was the clue on the first bit of the mail. That the activation switch was here.
Just look at this place. Look at that. Mr. Bradburton, you were one sneaky devil.
No, let's get in there.
Let's see where the hidden elevator goes.
I just said that. Come on. Right, you're not coming. Fine, I'll go myself. Oh,
Wow! What is this place? Let's take a
it's
closer
a vault. I might have known there would be a vault down here. Anything here? Yeah, Nuka Cola Dark. Oh, that's a good one. Well, we know what vaults are like. Let's see. What have we got here? No vault number.
Now this looks interesting. Come on. What on earth? Wait. No. It can't be. That's John Caleb Bradburton. Or at least it's his head. Wow.
Who are you? I haven't seen a real human face in so long. I had given up all hope.
Oh my God. It's alive! He's alive! My name's Sierra, sir. I'm your biggest admirer. I love Nuka Cola more than anything. This is such an honor.
You there, with the pit boy. What are you doing here?
So he recognises it's a pit boy. So, yeah, we won the contest.
We solved your hidden Cappy Contest.
The hidden Cappy Contest. It all seems so long ago. Another lifetime. That was before I became this monster. Before I was trapped here for centuries to suffer in solitude. This was General Braxton's plan all along. Damn the man. He called it Project Cobalt. In exchange for my weapon design, he would give me access to life-extending technology. I'm such a fool for taking him at his word. He never told me that this would be the price.
Dude, it could be worse. It could be a Robo-Brain.
Who was General Braxton?
He was one of the top men in the Army Research Laboratory's Weapons and Materials Division. He'd taken a keen interest in my quantum mechanics research and offered me a trade. In exchange for my assistance on a top-secret weapons project, he gave me access to an experimental process that would artificially extend my life. Like a fool, I leapt before I looked. I've certainly paid the price for my short-sightedness.
A weapon? I don't believe it. Why would the genius who brought so much joy to the world want to make something destructive?
Genius is restless, madam. It must expand, seek new challenges, and explore new frontiers. So yes, a weapon. It was going to be a quantum-enhanced variant of the standard portable tactical warhead. In fact, the prototypes are stored in this very chamber. You can have them on one condition. I want you to shut off the power to this machine that's keeping me alive. I want to die.
What? No!
I mean, Sierra, he's had 210 years to think about this.
Yeah. If our places were reversed, I'd probably want the same thing.
Then I trust you will honor my wish.
You can't kill him. He's a great man. He invented Nuka-Cola, the best thing in the world.
Lady, you don't know what a torment it is. Being trapped here alone and staring at the same wall, decade after decade. Now please shut up while I talk to your more rational friend here. I realize that what I'm asking isn't easy, but there's something in it for you. When the power is cut, the door to the prototype storage room will open automatically. Take anything you want. I don't care anymore. Just please, set me free at last. I can't bear this loneliness any longer.
Wait. I have an idea. Mr. Bradburton wants to die because he's lonely, right? Well, maybe I could stay with him, you know? Keep him company, give him someone to talk to. He's like a hero to me.
Sierra, I think after a week of you fawning over him, he'd want to kill himself even more.
If he lives, I don't get the prototype ammo. What can you offer to make this worth my while?
Well, I do have one thing that might interest you. I've got a limited edition Nuka-Cola jumpsuit. It's really stylish and not many were made. It's one of my most treasured possessions, but, well, I'm willing to let you have it.
A Nuka-Cola jumpsuit? Ha! That's a paltry prize compared to what I'm offering. The choice is yours, but I beg you to honor my wishes. There is no one else who can help me.
Right, I don't think we're going to take the jumpsuit. Let's turn off the
How could I drink
power.
Nuka-Cola?
Let's have a look at his project terminal. Acquisitions. Merle's Very Cherry Soda. New name, Nuka Cherry. Alright, so, that's interesting. Instead of inventing their own flavours, they just found popular flavours made by other companies and bought them up and rebranded them. Fair enough. Original formula was a local homebrewed pure cherry soft drink. Made slight adjustments to the formula, but otherwise left flavour intact. Mixed with Nuka-Cola, then enhanced with colour to boost visual appeal. Maybe he wasn't a creative genius. Mind you, he did make quantum enhanced nukes, so maybe he was. Grape Pearl Soda. New name, Nuka Grape. Original formula sold overseas. Flavour profile virtually unchanged. Slight ingredient adjustments for cost purposes. Full rebranding and repackaging completed as per Nuka-Cola marketing division. And Sharon's Down Home Country Lemon. New name, Nuka-Cola Clear. Awaiting final approval. Now, we haven't actually found any Nuka-Cola Clear because it was just a prototype. Original formula holds promise, but ingredients are quite expensive. Don't recommend use of current formula for cost-effective production. We'll try and work out the kinks to get the flavour ready as soon as possible. And packed full of Joe. New name, Nuka Boost, experimental. Original formula adjusted to mix with Nuka-Cola flavour profile. Initial taste test not positive. Recommend we rethink this flavour combination. And it's a Nuka-Cola and coffee mixture. Then Coca-Cola and coffee isn't the worst thing ever. So look at Project Cobalt. Oh, here we go. This is 1 year before the war. General Braxton stopped by my office today. I already knew he was coming. My contacts in Washington DC saw to that. He asked for exactly what I expected. The use of Nuka World's beverages for a military, chemical and weapons program. I told him I'd do it if he gave me the information on the military's Leap X, Life Extension and Prolongation program. The look on his face when I asked that was priceless. As expected, he said yes. The moment the Leap X data arrives, I'm putting a team to work on it right away. It's obvious that this world is headed for the end, and I intend to outlast it all. 5 months later, I had Vault-Tec modify my personal vault to accommodate the machinery required to keep the LeapX system running. It's costing me a fortune and I've had to divert money away from the amusement park, but who cares? The money in the park won't be worth anything when the world is a smoking ruin. I've flown a few of Leapex's researchers down here to make sure the prototype works. I bet they're glad to still have a job, seeing as all the military's money got diverted to wartime resources. I'm hearing complaints from my Nuka World team about the cutbacks, but they'll just have to make do. 2 months after that, Meacham's work with Project Cobalt struck gold. His team came up with a custom isotope based on strontium-90 he's calling Quantum. He believes he can use the isotope to weaponize almost anything in the military's arsenal. He's come up with a few prototypes, like the Nuka Nuke, and we've even used the Quantum to enhance one of the military's power armor suits. Ironically, Meacham believes we can use this isotope somewhat safely as an ingredient for a new Nuka-Cola soft drink flavour. By reducing most of the harmful effects of the isotope, the Quantum will actually glow longer than the ingredients we use in Quartz and Victory. In fact, I've told Meacham to start distilling it immediately and call it Nuka-Cola Quantum. And 3 months later, the original intention of Leapex was to create a living biosuit to preserve my body after it would normally expire. But now I've been told by those idiots on the Leapex team that it's not possible. Leapex requires so much power and so many special components it can only accommodate no more than 15 pounds of organic matter. That leaves me no choice. If I want to prolong my life, I'll have them preserve only my head. I've told them to proceed. I haven't come this far just to give up and wait the inevitable. And 3 months after that, this is my final entry. Today I will be undergoing the surgical procedure to have my head removed and transferred into the Leapex system. If anything should happen, I've installed Peyton Huxley, my executive assistant, to handle my affairs. Peyton is the only one outside the Leapex team who knows about this procedure, and I'm entrusting him to visit me daily and keep me informed of the events happening on the outside of my vault. So that was in April, and the war didn't break out till October, so he'd been down here 6 months before the war.
Trapped like that for centuries.
Right, let's turn the power off.
Free at last.
Mr. Bradford! I'm sorry.
It had to be done, Sierra.
I can't believe someone as smart as Mr. Bradburton would be fooled into thinking you could live forever. I guess he was terrified of growing old.
Hi, Sierra.
The inventor of Nuka-Cola. That was the opportunity of a lifetime. Emphasis on was.
You got to meet him. And we have all kinds of weird stuff in here. Got a key. The original Nuka-Cola formula, we can give that to her. That's what she wanted when she came down here. That's all she was looking for. And we found a Nuka Nuke launcher. 3 Nuka Nukes.
Excellent.
We can now build Nuka Nuke modifications. And all the stuff we could ever need. And some more money. I don't think we're going to pick these up. We're not going to use them. They weigh way too much.
You wanted the Nuka-Cola formula? Here it is.
So it really was here. I'm grateful, but don't think this means I've forgiven you. You killed the man who was my greatest hero. A man who revolutionized the soft drink industry, and whose creations put smiles on a million faces. Who the hell are you to just walk in here and destroy all that?
Hey man, I set him free. It was his choice.
He made a choice, and I respected that choice. You should too.
I guess so. It's just that never, not in my wildest dreams, did I think I'd get the chance to talk to Mr. Bradburton in person. To get an opportunity like that, and then have it snatched away. It hit me pretty hard. Still, I can't overlook the fact that for one glorious shining moment, I got to meet the man who invented Nuka-Cola. I'll never forget that. Not ever. And it wouldn't have been possible without your help. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Is she gonna... That's a good question. Is she gonna use the formula?
Now that you've got the formula for Nuka-Cola, what are you gonna do with it?
I'm not a chemist, but I might try to brew some up, just for fun. If that fails, well, I still got a new centerpiece for my collection. Here. I know it's not much, but you really went above and beyond the Call of Duty. I think I'll stick around here for a while and see what else I can find. By the time I'm done, I'm gonna need a much bigger building to house my Nuka-Cola museum.
You wanted the Nuka-Cola formula? Here it is.
We just said that, you stupid auto-playing thing. Hey, he even had his car brought down here. It's not often you see one of these in pristine condition. Or the motorbikes. It's nice to see things when they're not all smashed, isn't it? Right, let's get out of here. Just a tiny little personal vault, just for his little head. Now we have schematics to build a Nuka nuke. And I don't think it's just mini nukes you can make. I think you can make Nuka nuke grenades as well. Right, so now all we have to do is instigate an enormous firefight against 125 raiders.
If it were up to me, you'd be dead.
Including the ones that live in the mountain. We have to actually go into all of their bases and kill all of them in there as well. So that's going to be fun. So to do that, we're going to need to actually go back to the Commonwealth to rearm and retool, because we have no settlements here and therefore no resources. So what I'm going to do, we're going to get the XO1 and the unique splatter cannon that we got. It wasn't a splatter cannon, it was the
Just when I
the
thought
other
things
one.
couldn't get any worse, you had to turn up.
I am going to let you away with that, because I'm going to explode you very soon. So we need to load up on all this stuff. Right, let's get this thing powered up. And stomp our way all the way back to the Commonwealth. Right, after a very, very slow and rather painful slog, we're back in the Commonwealth. Doggo is absolutely full. I am completely weighed down with way too much stuff. Even when taking buff out and drinking whiskey and then Nuka-Cola Dark, which also adds to strength, we're still way over encumbered. But we haven't died, our health is still pretty much at 100. So I'm just gonna limp home. Do need to be careful, because sometimes things have respawned out here. Like more gunners. But not today. Right, where are we? Where is the nearest settlement? Probably Sunshine Tidings. Yep. Is it worth calling a vertibird? Could they actually get here? Don't know. Let's just walk. Well, I suppose you'll see when we get to Sunshine Tidings, and then we'll upgrade all this gear, tool ourselves up, and prepare for the battle against 125 raiders. Right, I had forgotten that we have not actually made a settlement in Sunshine Tidings, so I called a cab and we came back to Sanctuary. As we see, there's the XO1. I'm still very over encumbered. I need to sort that out before I break my legs. Both of my legs were broken, but the suit was the only thing keeping me alive, so let's get rid of that and that and that. We're going to upgrade that. We'll put the Overboss suit on this thing. No, you won't. We'll put the Overboss on this one. Give me all that, and then Overboss, 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 and that is Overboss, even though it says it's only Raider, and that's what the full Overboss suit looks like. And this one is going to get all the XO1. I think we might have a fully upgraded suit of XO1 Mark 6 all the way back at Hangman's Alley, so I'm going to go and pick that up, because from what I remember, we do not have anywhere near enough resources in our workbench to do that. And that's a problem, because that means that all of our workbenches, because of the trade routes, everything is connected, which means none of our settlements have enough resources. So that's not great. I just hope we've got enough to do what we want to do. And we can at least stock up on lots of Psychojet, because I think we're going to need quite a lot of it. We can get some purified water as well while we're here. not that. That's baked blockfly. There we go. 15 water. Lovely, lovely. Right, let's make an excellent weapon. We want this to be an advanced receiver. So it'll do 277 damage. Long covered improved barrel. What's the welded barrel? Needs big leagues. Okay, that looks good. Nice long range in this. Marksman stock, yes. Large magazine. Give me a quick eject drum magazine, please. I told you this thing gets good. Combat scope, yep. Muzzle. We're going to suppress it because, as we know, our Sandman gives our suppressed weapons more damage. And there we go. That is the fully upgraded problem solver, otherwise known as the splatter cannon. We got this one for free instead of spending 7,000 on the actual splatter cannon. Let's do Oswald's hat, shall we? If we can. Now it's exactly the same as the tricorn we're wearing, so we can put the tricorn away in here and put the top hat on. Let's go out in style, shall we? That's better. That's more stylish. And the good thing about this is that it holds an absolute buttload of ammo. Talking of which, I'm out of acid, but we've built a lot. That's a lot of ammo. Let's have a look at the Nuka Nuke. Okay, so that is just a mini nuke and Nuka-Cola Quantum. Are there Nuka grenades we can make? No, there are not. That's annoying. That's quite upsetting. Never mind. We shall deal with it. How much 7.62 did I get? 550. Well, we'll buy some more at the market before we kill everyone. Right, we really do need to go back to Hangman's Alley and pick up the amazing XO1, which is Mark 6 and all the wajoos. So, I'll see you when I've been there. After a very quick and uneventful trip, I have found the excellent fully upgraded power armour that we're going to need for this enormous battle. One other thing I forgot to show you was the actual damage that this insane weapon does. The problem solver does 273 ballistic damage, and each consecutive hit on the same target gets an extra 15% on top of that. Whether or not that's any better or worse than the kiloton radium rifle, it's hard to say. Kiloton does what, 286 plus 50, but as we know, the explosive damage of 15 is upgraded a lot by our explosive skill. This is 273. But the best thing about the problem solver is that it does carry 75 rounds of ammo inside it, and that means less reloading than the explosive rifle. So we'll take them both, we'll try them out, we'll see which one's better. But for the moment, I'm going to get back in the power armour, and I'll see you back in Nuka World. And as you can tell from the annoying music, we are back in Nuka World with all of our newly upgraded weapons and armour. So come back next time and see what we get up to. We have a lot of mayhem and destruction to do. So I hope to see you again for that, and I hope you look after yourself until then. I'll see you later.